Welcome to Sag season. I hope you guys are enjoying it thus far. Big changes for everyone. Jupiter in Sag. Its natal place, its natal home amongst the stars. Right now, you guys, your Mars has moved into Pisces, so you have to let me know how that energy feels because it is so different from who you are. Oh, okay. I guess you're doing pretty good with it. The Sun, feeling like a kid again, starting over maybe. Oh, okay. So a lot already. You guys have a lot to say. So the Lovers reversed. Where aren't we feeling loved? Is that what we're being naive about right now? Is that why we got the Sun? Is that the focus for this reading? Because Page of Cups is you're looking for meaning. You're looking for emotional fulfillment because you feel without it. You don't feel that emotional reciprocation right now. And it usually has to do with love, and it came right with it. And you guys are kind of stuck. You're stuck not feeling the love, and you want it so badly. You feel pretty naive. So if you're an Aries that's not in a relationship, then you're looking for it in all the wrong places. It's not ready for you. You guys have other things in store. If you just can't let go of searching, going on dates, like asking people out, all that stuff, it's just not your time. It's. I think Sagittarius is really about taking on things that challenge you, that push you to being a better person, and I'm not sure that love is the right way to push yourself this season. Maybe you guys are looking for it because you don't know how to get out of this yourself, the Hangman. You don't know how to unhook yourself to get back down on solid ground, It's like you're stuck in that mindset, like, oh, love's gonna save me. That's the only way right now. And yeah, so if you're asking for help, if you're needing help, you've got to be in a good place for something really good like love to come to you, and it just doesn't seem like it's being offered. If it is being offered, really, really don't jump into it, because I think, you'll find very quickly that it's not a two-way street. There's one party that's giving more so than the other, so it's out of balance. Okay. So work changes. Where's work taking you guys? Or at least where do you want to go to find new work? Because it's just not fulfilling currently. Some of your perfectionist tendencies have kind of been on display as of late, and they're really getting the best of you. Okay, yeah. Ooh, what is going on with the job, you guys? You guys don't feel like your usual worth, your usual high esteem. Aries have a lot of, um, well, put simply, ego, and you guys just don't. You're not able to access that value right now, where you're winning at everything like usual. Um, right now, you're in a position where you may end up having to ask someone for financial help. Whatever the situation is, and if it's involved in moving or travel, maybe this is somebody has offered to take you on a trip. Somebody maybe is like, oh well, why don't you come visit my family? Or like there's this really cool trip, and I think it would be fun if you came. But you're like, well, I have no funds for it, and they're like, oh, don't sweat it, we got you, kind of a thing. And I don't think that you guys like that. I know that you guys need help, but in this situation, um, I'm not sure that you're really going to be able to enjoy it because you feel kind of worthless, and you're just looking for something different. Want to get away. Maybe you just don't know how. Maybe the earth energy, the routines, the structure, the job, that slow movement is just really stifling you guys. And you're just like, let's just go in an entirely new direction. And you're wanting someone else to bring that out in you because you just don't know how to do it yourself. So you're hoping that you attract a mate or somebody that's going to allow you to go forth in a new direction. But um, hopefully, none of you guys have lost any pets, any animals lately. But this is a loss of some kind, whether it's a physical being or a mental, emotional state, where you guys feel like you just can't win. And that's really not good for an Aries. Oh, wow. Okay. Virgo card, Hermit. So I think what's going on here is you guys just don't feel like you're at your best. Mars and Pisces is obviously really throwing you guys off. It's a very uncomfortable sign for you because you guys are so action oriented. You're so driven. You're so um, impulsive. Like you take everything in the moment. Like you don't wait. You know what I mean? Like if there's a problem, you take care of it. Done, 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 done. You don't like to wait around. You don't like to let it get worse. You know what I mean? That's the Emperor energy. He just takes everything that comes for him. He takes it on, and every challenge he looks at it like an opportunity to reestablish dominance, but an opportunity nonetheless. And um, right now, you guys are being presented with all of this confusion, where your usual strength is, it almost seems like you think that you just can't navigate this energy, that you're setting yourself up for failure. It's like whatever you do, you just have this mindset that it's just not going to work out, and that you're going to have to do it alone. Maybe that's why you guys are holding on to this love up here, this like need for a relationship, um, because you're just so scared of being alone, um, and leaving things behind. You're afraid of losing stuff, but I think there is, whenever we get that Hermit card, it's a message for us to look within, to go deeper, and that usually is a solo journey. It's really hard to see things clearly when you're in a relationship. It clouds a lot. So it may be time to take like a little weekend or getaway or hiatus or do something apart from your partner that is going to give you some kind of clarity as to what you need for yourself. Not in reference to the relationship, but what you need, because that is every sign so far that I've read for needs some sort of vision for themselves, some sort of clarity going into Capricorn season where whatever we focus on, we're going to accomplish. So if you focus on achieving the hardest thing on your list, you're going to get it done. If you focus on wallowing in self-misery and feeling so worthless, then that's what you're setting your 2019 to be. Because Capricorn it somehow finds a way to make the impossible possible. But it's whatever mindset that you're in, you know what I mean? Man, okay. So this new venture, this new project, it's a new hobby, a new study. I mean, it could be a new job. Um, and again, all the pentacles are reversed. You are not feeling this. Um, you're just not getting recognized. If people aren't noticing you and like what you're doing in your job, that's showing. And you just feel like you just can't make things happen. Because that's usually the wish card. Like whatever you put out is going to come back to you. It's kind of like the genie of the tarot. And you're like, where the hell is my genie? Like why is all the magic left me in Sag season? This is a fire sign. It should be common ground. I should understand this, but I don't right now because fucking Mars in Pisces. And Mercury in retro still is giving us a slight hiccup as well. So we feel a little stifled, like we're not getting that feedback that we need. Oh, wow. Tower. Bam. So because you guys just don't feel like you can make it happen in any arena, the tower is going to bring this all to an end. So I think for you guys, maybe it's what you need. Okay, yes, because we need something new here. We need to find our value again. We need to start earning again to make us feel better, because no matter what we do right now, we just don't. We don't feel good. Oh yeah, we don't feel good. Empress reversed. We don't feel the love. We don't feel the worth. We can't indulge in anything. We can't enjoy in anything. This sucks. So what's required of you right now is to leave everything behind. At least start thinking that you can. Hermit. Start envisioning less of this. And start looking for a new opportunity. Knight of Pentacles. Go out and find it. You're going to have to go and make this shit happen. It's not just going to fall in your lap magically. You're going to have to go and find it for yourself. And you're going to have to go find yourself. Hermit card. Oh, God. Okay. God. Woo. Aries. I mean, I've already said you feel worthless. This is like lower than that. This is like you feel like you cannot get back up. Like this feels impossible to you. Hey, and what did I just say about Capricorn season? Sagittarius is about setting your dreams into motion, and Capricorn is making it happen. finding ways when there don't seem like there are any. So it is high time. I mean, this this relationship is doing you so much harm. Um, I can't even put it into words. This is the root of why you don't feel valued. It may not even be the job. The job is what you're telling yourself isn't working. But the root of it is the love. Like, look at this. Look at that. You feel like you are 20 feet deep in snow. So isolating. You can't see anything. It's cold, it's dark, and then that person is just there with you, and you don't want to be with that person. Look, hermit. You know you really don't. Don't let society tell you otherwise. Don't let social media, try to misinform you just because you want pictures and you want people to think that everything's good. Man, we live in a really backwards society right now in that sense. We're getting farther away from the truth. That's one of the things that I really hate about um, Sag, is that they, not that they straight out lie, but they avoid the truth because they want to keep it light, they want to keep it fun, optimistic. Oh my God. Look what I literally just said. We avoid the truth. Moon reverse. Woo. Yeah, there are secrets about your love life and about your partner that you guys are just not addressing. I really hope you're not enabling bad behavior here. Woo. This was like as bad as Libra season was with all that retrograde Venus stuff. You guys did not deal with it. It's clear. It's still there. You did not address it. You did not get stronger. um, so, you know, I, what do we do here, man? Tower. Everything's going to come crashing down. Um, and it needs to. This sucks. This is not Aries. This is not what y'all are about. Y'all have gotten so far away from yourselves and into really, really, you've fallen into like quicksand. And like, I don't even think your mouth is above the surface anymore. I think you're literally dying. You know what I mean? It's like this, wow. It's like you're in the, okay, so we'll go with the cold analogy here. So we are on a mountain. We're on a mountain. We're trying to get back in touch with ourselves. Da 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 da. It's really really fucking cold, and we really need shelter. And the one place that is shelter for you is your home, um, your lodge or whatever on the side of the mountain. That's the only place that you can see for miles and miles, and you really need shelter. Um, but you know that the light is turned on in there for a reason because your partner is in there. And what's worse right now? What's worse is going back to the relationship that brought you out into the snow in the first place. You guys moved there together to this desolate, lonely, cold place, and now that's your only quote unquote safe haven is the misery of it. So there is literally nothing that's going to make you feel good except for escape. You're going to have to escape this situation somehow. And I don't even think that, yeah, that you guys really will yet. Because you're just not strong. Yeah, you don't know what you need. High Priestess reversed. You are not in touch with yourself. You're getting super far away from everything that is truth. All the truths that you need. You've just told yourself all these other things, all these lies, and you're believing it. You're believing everything you've convinced yourself of, or that society has, or that your lover has. If they're very manipulative, they've really done a number on you guys. Oh my God! When I said that, everything fell. Ooh, we've got more to say. It's like even in the wake of victory, you guys feel like shit, like miserable, miserable. There's nothing that's going to make you feel good until we get rid of this situation. And it's tied to this person that you've been with for a while, or this person that makes you feel like a child. So if this isn't a relationship, then this is a friendship. The only way out of this may be a move with a friend, somebody that's going to take you in a completely new place, completely new direction. You need strength right now, and that may only come from someone that you trust from your past that has, you know what I mean? Like that isn't this King of Cups reversed. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords reversed. So you guys are, it's like you're asking for, oh my God, whoa, wow, okay. The mind is not healthy, but work is all over everything. Work, work, work. You guys are going through some serious job stuff. Um, and I think it's, let me see how to phrase this. So, whatever you do well at, the success of that is going to be clouded because you have this emotional turmoil that you're not dealing with. So you can't enjoy any opportunity, any victory. This is Sag. This is Sag season at its best. And this is you guys. You know, it may look like this on the surface, but it's this. Because you guys don't know what you want. High Priestess. Even if you change your surroundings here, there is still some really harsh words. Like you're not even going to be able to see this. I don't even think you're even going to be able to see this opportunity here, unfortunately. I think you're looking and you are just so oblivious to everything. Mars and Pisces. Like the hand is literally going to, you know what I said earlier about you're going to have to make this happen. You're going to have to make yourself, okay, you're going to have to make yourself feel valued again. You're going to have to find your value again. Empress reverse, Knight of Pentacles, and now Ace of Pentacles. Here it is. Here's your value, and you still feel like shit. You still feel lost AF. You don't know where to turn. You don't know where to go. You're like aimlessly wandering, you know, because you just have this backwards thinking. Like you've held on to so much that is just keeping you from finding what you need. So hopefully this Ace of Pentacles is a catalyst event where you do start to find something worthwhile. I'm pulling a lot of cards here because there's a lot going on, but it all stems from the same emotional turmoil, the same feelings of abandonment. Maybe that's what you're really afraid of. Um, Aries do not like to be alone, just like a kid. And you guys are really afraid of that tower, but you know that you've done as much as you can um, where you are presently, and it's time to move on. But I think it literally needs a blank slate, like leave everything behind. Leave it all behind. Don't just go forward with the same old shit, the same old situations, the same old relationship, the same old friendships. Like this is like really, really new book, new life stuff. The only thing that's missing here is the Scorpio card, the transformation card, but I just don't think you guys are really ready to shed all of this. I mean, it does look like there's some success. Like you do make a move, but it's this middle stuff that I'm so worried about. I don't think it's going to be lasting. I think the universe is like, man, they're really not doing anything. Like, this is just the worst of the worst, and they just kind of threw you a bone. You know what I mean? Just for the time being, it's like putting a band aid on them. I always start with that analogy, and then I never remember the end of it. It's like you're never cleaning out these wounds, and so they just fester and fester, and they just get worse and worse. And it started as a little cut on your arm, and now you can't use your arm at all. It's completely like broken off, and it's threatening like the rest of your system. So we got to find out what this is. This home change. Um, it could be love, but the love came first. I almost feel like this would be better with a friend because you guys aren't feeling loved. So if that's what you go forward with, you think just changing your surroundings is going to fix everything. It's not. Because the root of the problem is what's really the problem. Because you guys suffer and you don't let anyone else see it. Ugh, so frustrating. Okay. Well, usually Sag season is great. Um, and like I said, you guys may have some moment of victory, but it's you're still not doing what you need to do. And so I'm not going to congratulate you guys. Sorry. But you know better. Let's see what else. Nope. No. No, you're not feeling like yourself. You guys know better. So how about we enter 2019 as a new individual? How about we give it a new go? We have it in us. It seems almost impossible. Um, But that's what I really hope Capricorn season brings out in you guys, that ability to make it happen somehow. Um, that is the one thing that I really really admire about Capricorns. I mean, I admire a couple of things from them. They're extremely intelligent. Um, when they focus on a particular study or subject, like they'll know literally everything about it. Um, and their determination just cannot be compared. You guys just have the instinct that saves you time and time again, that allows you to take on every challenge um, in the moment. You know, you guys are just so instinctual, so intuitive in that sense. Um, and yeah, it's really time to get back in touch with it, because I think you're just ignoring everything. You're ignoring your instincts. You're ignoring your intuition. You're ignoring what everyone's trying to tell you. You're just not seeing any truth in anything, and you're just playing pretend. You're playing make believe. Like you're like, oh, well, I'm having the good life, or da 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 da. It looks good in a picture, or whatever. Let's do this whole Instagram life where, it's not really the truth of everything, but, when other people look at it, it seems like it is. That's what I hate about like millennial generation, like this Sag energy. And why I say Sag energy is because it's usually Pluto and Sagittarius. It's like those people that were born in that, now have their generation is at the height. It's what present day culture right now is millennial generation, Pluto and Sag, and that's that make believe stuff, and it's just like we'll stay positive AF, and just not deal with what's really going on. Sagittarius, I just hate that they have this notion that they just have to keep everything light, you know, keep moving forward with advice and positive energy and all that. And I'm like, there is a time and place for everything. And if you're not being honest, you're not living your truth. So it's like you're having to convince yourself again and again to stay positive, because you can't. You literally can't. It's not coming easy because you're not positive to your core. And that's why it's like this self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like what you truly feel comes out because it needs to, because it does. And so when it is harder and harder for you guys to convince yourself, sorry, I'll put this back up here. When it becomes harder and harder for you guys to convince yourself that everything is okay, that's when it's not. When you're trying so hard to put on a good face, and people, especially the people that really know you, are just like, how are you? Like that deep, like, what's wrong? Kind of a thing. And then you're just like, oh, nothing, I'm fine. And we're just like, we get it. Like, you just think that you just can't even handle the pain if you open that door. Um, but you'll never move through it until you start trying, you know? And so you're always going to be in Three of Swords energy if you just never address it. One of my things with Moon in Aquarius is I always focus on other people emotionally as opposed to myself. So when someone turns and asks me how I'm truly feeling, it's hard for me to really tell them that. I know so well what I'm feeling, and I'm very emotionally honest with myself. But I do usually save the pain and emotions for when I'm alone. As opposed to going through it with someone else. Or usually movies are a really good outlet for me, and music, yes. But that's really hard for me, is when someone gives me that full attention. Um, I don't really know what to do with it because I'm always there for everyone else in those moments, and so it's just not natural for me to be there in that moment, like reversal. So if that's what you guys feel, if you guys just, you know, there is this thing with fire signs that we just feel like we have to be strong for everyone else. But people can see past that. They can see when we're not being honest, when we're not leading by example in our lives, not in a job, but in our lives, if we're not leading by example, you think all of these revelations that we have for other people are going to um, really resonate when they can see that, oh, well, they're not doing it. And so, like, all this stuff that they've been telling me, like, why do I have to do it? Or, it's for nothing because they're not living their truths. They're not really doing what they're telling us time and time again. And it's high time that you guys do. It's really high time that we all address everything because the way the world is right now and everything, you have to know who you are. You really, really need to know who you are so you can be there for others so that you can um, work past all this shit that's going around, you know, um, by having that strong center. And that's essential. So the more and more you try to do what everyone else is doing and what the millennial generation and I'm not saying that millennials are the only ones that do it. Like, yes, there's this facade that exists in the world, especially in American society, where we do small talk that's not at all invasive and that it really does nothing, but it just is a means to stay familiar but unattached. And I hate it. I hate it as an INFJ. I would rather not say anything at all than say something that is meaningless. You know what I mean? I'd rather just not talk to people at all than to have conversations that have no merit, that have no intelligence, that have no true significance, you know? Like, why waste our time? And that's what I'm trying to convey here is like, why waste your time and time again? um, it's disheartening. And you guys, I'm having like the same kind of talk with Pisces, and Pisces was a different story. They had other stuff going on, but it was just very, very apparent that um, there is some deep rooted stuff that you're not dealing with. So hopefully, um, hopefully this puts things into perspective a little bit for you guys in Sag season. Yes, it's going to feel really, really strange. Everything's going to be really weird. It may look successful, but is it really? Like, that's Pisces energy. They get very lucky. Like, they have streaks of luck and stuff, but at the root, they're still so sensitive. They're still so fragile, so isolating. That's what you guys are really going to start feeling. You're going to feel that Pisces energy, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Um, you know, it's not your sign for a reason. So just imagine what it is that you truly want and need, and start trying to take small steps to get back to it. I'm not asking to take a huge leap. To get a transformation undergo, you have to really, really know in your mind that, or in your heart, in your gut, that that is what you see yourself doing, or that is really the problem that needs working, and then taking small steps that gradually get bigger and more significant. But you have to start with very, very small things. Um, because it can seem overwhelming so fast otherwise. And you just have to have such a clear vision of what it is that you're working towards. So without that stuff, you guys are just going to fall into the same thing again and again here. And it's very unfortunate to see, especially because I have so many Aries that are near and dear to me. Most of my friends are Aries or have Aries placements and Mars placements, and um, yeah, it sucks. But I mean, it's stuff that I already know is there. Maybe that's why I can talk about it for so long, because I already know it's there. I've known for a while. And it looks like it's a universal thing for Aries out there. So good luck, Sag season. I'm not really sure that the holidays are going to be especially enjoyable for you guys this year. We'll see. Um, for Pisces, they were not, or they're not going to be. Um, but yeah, so I really hope to be in a better place, for you guys to be in a better place, Capricorn, in the new year. Sorry, I'm doing all the stretching. Does Sagittarius like stretch a lot, like in conversations or something? Like, I don't know what it is. Um, and I'm just like eating like crazy. Oh my gosh! Like, I understand now the more and more and more aesthetic of Sagittarius. It's just like I can't put any kind of food down, and then I'll like go back for seconds. I'll go back for thirds. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I usually have like the exact same amount of food every time I eat something, um, and not this season. So, um, but yeah, just find your center again, because we High Priestess is not the one that you want to see reverse. Empress is not the one you want to see reverse. Like, those first couple of major arcana are really important, and those you want to see right way up, you know? Those are really integral into everyone's existence. And yeah, so that's scary enough as it is, not even to factor in all the Pentacles are reversed, the Lovers are reversed, like the Three of Swords, the Tower. Oh my God. So you guys have a lot coming, but I really, really hope you can handle it. I know you can. You're Aries. You'll always find a way. Always find a way. You're like the soldier that just never gets defeated or admits defeat, you know? Um, you just always spring to life in the face of a battle. And you guys need to find that energy again. You need to find that will again. So good luck to you. Reach out to me if you need any more anything. So